The 2023 FIBA World Cup is finally here, and in this video, I'll be covering everything you might want to know. They just played their first exhibition game against Puerto Rico and won by over 40. To get a win like that in their very first game together shows that they can really compete, which was a big worry for a lot of people because they're such a young team, but clearly it didn't matter. Especially because from here on out, the team is only going to get better and better. But let's take a look at the official roster before jumping into the schedule in the Puerto Rico game. The starting lineup they had consisted of Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Mikal Bridges, Brandon Ingram, and Jaren Jackson Jr., which is a really good starting lineup. But then coming off the bench is big baller Bobby Portis, Austin Reeves, Tyrese Halliburton, Cam Johnson, Paolo Banchero, Kessler Walker, and Josh Hart. There are multiple NBA starters coming off this team's bench. The starting lineup and rotations though will definitely change throughout these exhibition games. The team doesn't have any superstar players, but they do still have several stars. The Basketball World Cup doesn't mean that much to the United States as it does to other countries. So that's why you don't see dudes like KD, Dame, or any other elite level player. The coaches for Team USA though are on another level. They have Steve Kerr, Eric Spoelstra, Tyronn Lue, and Mark Few. That core of coaches could lead a 5th grade team to the gold medal, so I have very high expectations. I just really don't see anybody beating this USA roster with that coaching group. This is also a completely different thing than the Olympics. I keep seeing people compare this team to previous Olympic teams. The Summer Olympics happen next year. This is just a big FIBA tournament. People are also upset players like Austin Reeves are on the team over players like Trae Young, which I agree Trae Young should be on the team, but so should Austin Reeves, and he proved that already in just one game. There will always be snubs and politics when it comes to the Team USA rosters. Just ask Isaiah Thomas. Regardless, the team overall is really solid. However, they aren't solid enough to be ranked as the #1 team going into this year's World Cup. That spot currently belongs to Spain. Unfortunately though, Ricky Rubio said he won't be playing to focus on his mental health. So that will hurt the Spain team a lot, and hopefully everything with Rubio is alright. All these other countries like Spain, Australia, and Argentina play together basically all year around. So these teams have been playing together for a long time, while the United States just puts together a roster with whoever is willing to play. Right now they're just playing exhibition games, with our next game coming on the 12th against Slovenia, which is also known as Luka's team. That's going to be an extremely fun game to watch, and following it they play the #1 ranked team in Spain. So we'll be finding out sooner than later who really is the better of the two teams. But after that they finished the final 2 games off against Greece and Germany. They're all really early games, especially for West Coast viewers, but that should change for the tournament itself, which begins pool play on August 26th. Every game until pool play will either be on FS1 or Fox, but if you don't have cable, there are streams out there. I can't say where they are, but I can say they definitely are out there. The final score to their first game against Puerto Rico was 117-74. At halftime, the score was 50-43 and Team USA was up by just 7 points. They started off pretty slow, but never looked bad. They just looked like they've never played together. But that clearly went away pretty quickly. They outscored Puerto Rico 67-31 in the second half. Remember how I said they have an extremely good coaching core? This is what I was talking about. In the first half, they were kind of just letting them play, but in the second half, they played lockdown defense and were scoring with ease. They went on a 20-0 run towards the end of the third quarter. The entire team played really well. I could say a good thing about every player that got minutes. There literally wasn't anyone that had a bad game. Everyone got their shots, and the ball was being passed around like I've never seen in the NBA. It was actually really fun to watch, especially with how young everyone on the team is. And since it's just an exhibition game, it almost felt like an all-star game at times. If somebody made a mistake, they just moved on immediately and it was like it never happened. There were even players still going try-hard mode, up 40 late in the 4th quarter. Jalen Brunson being one of them. He had 12 rebounds as the starting point guard. That's the type of energy the team needs to have if they want to win that gold medal. Cam Johnson and Anthony Edwards led the team in points with 15, while the hustle machine Mikal Bridges was right behind them with 14. 7 players on the team scored over 10 points, and Tyrese Halliburton had 12 assists in 20 minutes. He came off the bench and was literally playing quarterback. Jaren Jackson Jr. showed why he was the Defensive Player of the Year as soon as the game started. Austin Reeves hit a 3 2 seconds after he checked in, and Bobby Portis was actually going sicko mode there for a minute. I highly recommend you watch some of their games going forward. There were some really awesome moments. Tremont Waters for Puerto Rico was playing 1v5 at times and had a really solid game himself. He used to play for the Celtics and really showed out during this game. This was also the only game that would be played inside the United States. But let me know down in the comments what you think about Team USA and if you think they'll be the ones to come out on top. I respond to every comment, so definitely let me know your opinion. I'm going to be making videos covering the entire tournament, so be sure to subscribe for future Team USA updates.